So checking consistency doesn't necessarily mean that's all it's doing right now. So it may be doing some scanning behind the scenes as well, especially if this is a really, really large backup, or the system has been rebooted, or it's got a new client version on things like that. It may have to go through and do some more work. It could be doing some cleaning behind the scenes as well. So what I'm going to have you do here is on the running job, actually take a look at the debug logs. So we can bring those logs up in session. Let me see if I can get a client running here that we can work with. So if you launch the backup client, either by coming in through the remote connection gateway, or by coming to the local machine and opening the backup manager there, we'll be able to get to the current debug logs. You don't have to go in and turn on debug logging or anything. This is going to look at just a live log session in the running UI. And it's a great way to see if scanning or if it looks like it's stuck or hung. So I've got a backup. It's here. It's taking another 20 hours for this backup to run. I just looked at it and it's on windows.edb. And if it was sitting here and I didn't see this moving, I might think, well, what is it doing? You know, and scanning could be one of those actions. So come up to your URL up here. So if it's localhost 5000, just go /logs/app. So it's logs plural /app singular. And if you search for that in the documentation, you'll find information on more syntax that you can use here also. But log/app is going to take this to a internal circular debug log. So you'll get all of the current debug actions that are going on. So we can come down here and we can see thread 1 upload finish cabinet, thread 1 cabinet. So we can see as it's going through each individual file, uploading cabinets, synchronizing, doing the various things it needs to do, timestamp, debug information, and then what the function that's happening. And these D's could be also replaced with E's for errors, W for warnings, I for informational, I think it is, things like that. You can even search on these. You could do $type equals W for warning. So I've had some warnings because it couldn't initialize my Hyper-V API. Well, it's not a Hyper-V server, so therefore that's just a warning. It couldn't do it because it can't. There's no Hyper-V service. But since it's Windows 10, I could turn on a Hyper-V role, and then it would be able to initialize that. Let's go to type equals E for error. So no errors. So I got a blank response here now. So there's that. Or we could do log/app message equals sync, S-Y-N-C. And now I've got anything where the message here has the word sync in it. So I'm able to sort and filter on this a little bit. And you can see cabinet synchronization here as it's uploading data from my local speed vault up to the cloud and so on. So if you were to come in on your browser and do this /log/app, then it would give you this information. It doesn't tail, so you need to keep refreshing it, but you can actually see if it's going through and scanning or checking. It's likely just having to enumerate through a large number of files that it's went through before to figure out if there's been any changes. And while there are no changes, there's no status update to the UI, so it looks like it's stuck and we're not moving. At least that's my expectation. If you want to know more about it, if you come into the docs here, user guide, and if you do a quick search on logs here, you'll find all the syntax for this one. There's also a protocol log, and enable view application log right here. So yeah, backup manager, log/app, so on and so forth. Here's how you filter it. So all the syntax for type, error, warning, log, debug. Sorry, log, not information. Thread IDs, modules, message. So message equals, not equal to, things like that, and examples. So good question. Thank you.